Okay, we are continuing with menu making, and today we're talking about some menu planning principles, and all of these need to be considered again when you're working on developing that menu for your restaurant. The first one is variety. You want a variety in menu items. You don't want to just have pizza. You want to have something else for those who don't want pizza. Again, they should be Italian if you have an Italian restaurant, but not just one item. You want your preparation techniques to be varied. You don't want a restaurant that all you can get is fried food or all you can get is grilled food. There should be some variety. Visual appeal is very big. You want your foods to look different than each other. You want to add garnishes, and with those garnishes need to be variety again. Don't just throw a piece of parsley on the edge of the plate. You need to try to do something unique with each plate or each menu that you offer. Your menu should be balanced. You should have fruits, vegetables, starches, meats, protein, dairy. All of these should be in your menu. It doesn't need to be in every meal, but in every menu that people have those options. Where you place them on the plate. Now this section is very big on presentation, which you've done in all of your culinary classes. Again, if you go to a very upscale restaurant, sometimes they'll have some very small things on the plate, but the way they place it on the plate is a piece of art. The serving size becomes critical because if your cooks are giving away too much food, they're making the servings too big, then you're going to be losing money. Likewise, supersize really isn't as big as it used to be, and in this country we tend to think of everything as big. So when you go to an upscale restaurant and you get a small serving of meat, you think you're getting gypped when in fact it's 4 ounces, which is a full serving of meat. So we have to kind of reprogram our brains. Proportion. Your plate should be in proportion. The items, next to each other. It should all look balanced. And how many foods you put on a plate. Don't put so many things there that you can't, see any of the plate. Again, we talked about back in Culinary Basics when you made your BLT sandwiches. Anybody can cut a sandwich in half and throw it on a plate. But you could do something unique with that sandwich, which makes it look very nice on the plate, and it won't cost you any extra money, but your customers will be coming back to see you. Truthfulness. This is required by the federal law. You must be truthful in respects to nutrition, quantity, quality, and freshness. And this protects customers. If customers go to your restaurant and you tell them that something is gluten-free, it must be gluten-free because eating gluten will make them very sick. A lot of restaurants, I'm thinking Applebee's has Weight Watcher items on their menu, and so the nutritional information for that must be accurate. And as you know, a lot of that's changed in the past couple of years where restaurants are now having to tell you how many calories are in their food choices so that customers can make better decisions based on what their physical needs are. Quantity. This usually deals with weight in the industry. If you have a 1/4 pound hamburger, it needs to state that it's a 1/4 pound of meat prior to cooking, because after you cook it, it won't weigh 4 ounces anymore. Some of that fat oozes out. But same if you're offering a 1/3 pound hamburger or 14-ounce steak, all of those need to be accurate. And freshness, if things are flown in daily like they are at Bob Chin's restaurant, things are flown in, their seafood from Hawaii, it needs to come in as often as they say it does. And again, this protects customers. Nutrition. Depending on your restaurant, you may want to offer some items. Even a Starbucks does offer a low-fat muffin. It's usually the cranberry muffin that's low-fat. They may start offering gluten-free muffins for those customers who can't be gluten-free. Your restaurant may look at some vegan choices, which means again no meat. And allergies. You need to know what's in your food so that when customers ask questions, you can give them an honest answer. If you don't know, tell them you don't know so that they don't eat something and then get very sick. In addition, when your customers are asking you for special orders, let's say you have a salad and they ask you to not put cheese on it, you need to be accommodating to that, to show some flexibility for that. That will keep customers coming back because it expands your menu without changing anything on your end. You don't have to buy a new ingredient or change your menu. You simply, adjust it according to what the customer has requested. And again, that goes along here with flexibility. Also, seasonal foods. When foods are in season, they're cheaper. So if you offer a fruit cup, let's say, as an alternative to French fries, during the summer, that fruit cup might have a lot of melons in it, strawberries, but to offer that in the winter, it would be astronomical in price. So in the winter, it'll have more apples and grapes, maybe oranges, where in the summer you can offer the melons because they'll be cheaper. So you're not changing your menu, but you're adjusting parts of your menu for the seasonality of foods. Occasionally, you do need to look at your menus. Your target customers may change. You need to keep track if the same type of customers are coming in. Again, if let's say you're near a train station and they add several lines, so now your restaurant's getting more and more crowded, you may have to switch up your menu a little bit to get things in and out quicker. All right, and then again, be flexible when customers ask for special orders so that they, can maintain their dietary needs. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your teacher. Thank you very much.